I'm usually very foggy-minded. Remember this moment. If we ever get approached by them, I can point to this moment and be like...
An hour into the most chaotic live stream of our lives.
Legit shouted them out before we ever worked with them. Magic Mind. From the first day, I felt a big difference on it. I've spent forever trying to deal with my brain fog, and Magic Mind was the first thing that I felt like really started clearing it up. That was several months ago, but we are officially sponsored by Magic Mind. I've been a loyal customer and daily consumer for a while now. This is still the best product that helps lift my brain fog. I usually take one in the morning, and then in the afternoon, if I need a second pick-me-up, I take another one. It's amazing. They're great. I love them. After my recommendation on that live stream, a couple of people from the live actually bought it, loved it. My wife now, also a daily consumer. It's helped keep the marriage alive. Now, Magic Mind, it isn't just a coffee replacement. It's an amazing addition to your daily routine. Packed with 12 active ingredients that help improve focus, reduce stress, and keep your energy steady without crashes or jitters. And I didn't know this till recently. What's really cool is they actually donate 5 cents per bottle to mental health charities that support U.S. homeless communities. And they're 100% carbon neutral. People in my personal life have been hearing me rave about this product for a while now. So if you want to try it yourself, and I highly suggest you do, you can head over to magicmind.com/RR20. Once again, that's magicmind.com/RR20 for up to 48% off your first subscription. That's a better deal than what I got when I first got them. Thank you, Magic Mind, for sponsoring this video.
Citizens of the Reject Nation, we are about to watch my most anticipated show of 2024.
It really is.
Gregory Tiberius Alba. How much have I talked about that thing?
You would not shut up about this for months. I'm already sick of this show for the amount of times you have brought up this show.
We're about to watch The Penguin. Neither of us have seen it, obviously. I'm like a little boy. I haven't felt this excited for quite some time. Please do subscribe to this page because we're going to watch the whole entire series from beginning to end, so hit that notification bell to find out when the next episode drops. Please hit the like to let us know you liked this video, and please leave a comment below so we can see what you're thinking about this. I want to have a conversation in the chat, much like a comic book store. I'd like to thank the fine folks at Prepper, without whom this would be impossible to get on the YouTubes, and also the patrons, the very sung but not sung enough heroes of YouTube. Thank you so much to the Super Sexy Rejects for making all of this possible. If you'd like to join them in watching this with us, like you're sitting on the couch watching and experiencing every moment, head on over to Patreon, where you can also get exclusive watch-alongs. Times are tough. It is expensive out there. The dollar is worth roughly 7 cents, so if you cannot afford to be a patron, we totally understand. The best thing you could do for us beyond that is head on over to our socials, where joining us on social media means the world and really helps just enhance this whole family and community. Please follow us on all the socials, because it does help more than you ever know. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, Penguin!
HBO Batman show.
That is so cool to see.
Pretty crazy.
That's like surreal to hear that static before Batman.
This is what he was listening to at the end of the Batman.
You're right. It literally is right from. Oh, that's great.
The Batman vigilante atop Gotham Square Garden.
Where is he? I don't see him.
It is so surreal to see. It is HBO, but Batman.
It's Gotham's poorest neighborhoods that have been hit the hardest.
Rightfully so. Nope, that's not what we're...
Gregory,
okay,
that's not what we're saying.
I'm sorry.
Underdogs.
Carmine's son, Alberto Falcone, is set to take his father's place.
It's interesting to recontextualize this for Penguin, the music.
Yeah, and the way they're implementing the characters in the news segment, like the new cast.
And wonder what will become of Gotham's most notorious family.
The Rise of the Penguin.
I didn't realize the guy from Marvelous Mrs. Maisel was in this.
It's typecast.
Maisel. Oh, I love the atmosphere of Matt Reeves' universe, man. Gotham looks like it smells.
It's crazy because it actually looks like a sequel.
Yeah, they go from the last frame right in.
He's got his umbrella. He's got his penguin umbrella.
He's beginning to form.
Oh, yes! Down the suit!
Oh, his iceberg lounge is ruined.
Oh, that was such a cool installation until it caught fire. Man, he disappears. It's such good work. The waddle.
The waddle!
They got the waddle.
They got the waddle down.
Easter egg, explain this waddle.
Great symmetry. I don't know who directed this episode.
If they somehow got Greg Fraser between
that would
Dune
be cool.
and Batman. I like how not physically imposing he is.
What you got here, buddy?
My notes.
Wow, was that designed to open with a sledgehammer?
I assume the power's out, and it would have been opening normally.
Ooh, scandalous.
HBO.
I see you've made yourself at home.
Alberto, you're here. Good. Saves me a trip.
What are you talking about?
F words.
HBO.
HBO.
So thought I'd do you a solid as a show of support for your new position. Congratulations. I only wish it had me under different circumstances.
Way to improvise.
Yeah, it's clever.
You greedy. My father's been dead a week.
Hey, you all right? Because we keep a stash in the loft if you want to hit.
Oh my God, there's gonna be drugs in this show.
HBO.
It's the Gotham I wanted.
Dear Alberto friggin' Falcone, the new kingpin of Gotham. We should celebrate that. Staying off the drops, good on you. But booze don't count.
He's all leverage, man. I love Penguin.
Oh, you're watching his manipulation games.
He's everything but physical strength. Like, I love that.
You know what I like most about you, Oz? You are who you are. You couldn't change if you tried.
Hey, that what makes me fun.
This shit's good.
Good.
There's gotta be something else out there. A new kind of high.
So you're gonna what? Alter the formula?
I'm talking about revolutionizing the game.
Drugs that are eye drops? Those
Yeah, it's
exist?
drops.
Oh, dang.
You do acid in your eye if you want.
Hear that, kids?
HBO.
See what I got on?
Your dad's ring.
Wasn't always his. Used to be Salvatore's. He wore Sal's ring as a trophy. This is power.
Visual goals.
I wonder if he's going to get that ring.
At the end of the episode or the end of the season?
End of the season.
When I was a kid, he was a gangster. Real old school type. Rex Calabrese. He was a big deal. At least in my neighborhood. He helped people.
God, it looks so real.
He'd find you a doctor, short on rent, front you the cash. Knew everyone's names, too. If he saw you on the street, he'd call out to you, ask how you were.
Oh, his mentor.
Yeah, the pride there.
When I'm 14 or something, he has a heart attack and dies. Still holding his cigar.
Badass.
They throw a parade in his honor. I mean, it wasn't fancy, but it was a gesture. Can you imagine to be remembered like that? Revered?
I would love a parade while I'm alive about me.
Next week. It was my birthday.
You want me to be like some small-time asshole?
Wow.
Would that make it easier for you to take what's mine? Or is this you, what you want?
No.
Holy shit, it is.
I mean, he's interacting with a druggie right now, too.
Just how many times he's invalidated him, like the skimming and getting caught, him thinking he was clever, like all that.
You really think people make a float of your dumb face? Remember him? What a guy. What a little bitch.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I thought it'd be the episode villain, not the opener. Amazing.
I mean, the streets are chaos right now, man. He could get away with something like this now.
I think it'll be the fallout from this, though. Like, there's got to be consequences.
He's realizing it.
Work. Yes. Like, he's still a made man, even with the streets in chaos. That's going to be some leveraging. Unlock his phone with his face for get rid of the body. I love these sets. I love that he can grow.
I was literally thinking, like, you could just throw his body at you.
Oh, that was beautiful. I love that he can grow Gotham through this for hours to build up to the next movie.
Hey, oh, you son of
Oh, damn.
You messed with the wrong guy on the wrong night. Please,
Jesus, take a breath.
Well, shoot him.
I think he's sympathetic because he sees, like...
I think you should shoot him.
He thinks you should shoot him.
I think you should.
Victor Aguilar. I'm keeping your ID.
And he now works for the Penguin. He's got his first henchman. It's his kid from Runaways.
You're gonna do everything I say, or else I'll murder you and anyone you care about.
What am I supposed to say?
I guess I do this.
There's the rules.
Nah, you wanted my car so badly, you can drive.
Oh, that's cool.
The body in it, though. I love that he's got his Robin, like, immediately.
Maybe he sees himself in him.
That's what I was thinking with the stutter and,
Yeah.
like, the not comfortable in the world.
Make a left up here.
This is a great Maserati commercial.
Now in purple.
This fucking douchebag. Here we go.
Oh, it's going to be a hunt. Oh, I guess the plot of it's going to be like who killed him.
Look at you now, you piece of shit.
And a Gotham Knights game on Friday. I guess before someone starts tracking it, but there's better ways to do that there, Oz.
What do you think of this? Little air freshener. Aqua Paradise. You smell it? It's nice, huh?
He even wants validation from the kid.
It's nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
He's also trying to make him feel welcome. I think he wants him to feel like
They're together.
Like he wants him to feel like he wants to belong.
That's fair.
Me and my brothers, we used to go there every day in the summer. You know, we'd mix the flavors for the side. You ever mix the flavors? Oh, you missed out.
But I'd
like to, you know, like in the future.
Let me live.
Let me live, please. Please.
Well, what about the body? Is that safe on the street?
Why, your friends want to steal it?
Good to see you. Looks brand new.
Whoa.
HBO.
Batman.
Bet.
I need an alibi, ideally for the whole night.
Sounds like we had fun.
No, I'm serious. Eve, can you help me out?
Anytime after 10, but not before.
9. That'll work. I'll call you.
Damn, he's got some real friends.
Paying for an alibi. Creative.
Stupid night.
A window for the ring.
What was your plan anyway? Sell them to a scrapyard? You got $1 in your wallet, kid. Can you afford to think that small? No goddamn ambition.
That's literally one of the Robin's origins, is stealing the rims off the Batmobile. I love that he has a Robin based off of Batman origin.
There you go.
It's such a bad idea, but it's like, because someone's going to find he has all the proof, but I also could see his greed and his wanting to be important. Like, that symbolizes all of it in that one conversation.
Will he actually wear it, though?
That's
Or
the
just hold on to it?
audaciousness. I hope he doesn't.
It's a nice sunrise behind you. Just take a look.
Oh, no.
Please don't do this. No. Hey, oi. No.
Give him money.
Hey, stop!
Do I have one of these?
There
you go.
I guess we gotta keep him somewhat likable.
Well, because it's the mentorship he wanted from the other guy when he died at 14, and we got all that with the cigar. Like, the little items are great.
So listen, the smart play here is to kill you and stuff you in the trunk with Stinky over there. Be done with the bulkies.
No, it doesn't. We don't have to.
Keep him all the information.
I can help you with whatever you need. I can help you.
Yeah, how do I need you?
He knows the streets.
I got ambition, and I'm not a waste, okay? I'm not.
That's what you tell him.
Jesus, I need a chance.
All right, calm down. But if you step out of line just once, I swear to God, I'll gut you like a fish. You understand?
Yeah.
Shut the up. 1 hour to sunrise. I gotta be in work soon, because it's any other day. You can use the sink to clean up. Touch anything, I'll know.
Damn, what a door. That is really gross. I feel like the makeup just got so much better.
It's so good.
Because you have to shoot him in so many different lights.
And it's full body now. Like,
Yeah, and to put him in the daytime as well, to not try to obscure it.
it's incredible, the skin texture and how he looks like he doesn't eat well. Like, you can see it under his skin. It's, ugh.
Bring a pen and one of them envelopes. What's up?
Hey.
Councilman Haiti. He's a big fan of El Real. Make sure he knows it's from me. All right? Come on, kid.
So interesting to do like a deconstruction of the Penguin and just pull back the veil on everything.
I like the rise to power elements. He's just building friends and leverage.
And just how casual he is about everything.
Mikey, what the hell happened?
I got jumped by the Odessa mob, maybe at Burnley Town. I don't know. It happened fast, but they got the whole stash.
The son of a bitch. Yep. Street has some fences.
I know. It's fucking crazy.
What?
It's the family. They want to talk to you.
Get him out of here. Get him in the back.
You got it. Let's go. Let's get the man up.
He hasn't even slept at all.
Another day at the office.
9 times out of 10, these top-tier guys want to meet face-to-face to feel big, so I make myself small. They feel better about themselves, and I get to go back to work.
It's an underdog show.
It really is. And we're going to see his rise to power. He's going to go like Bryan Cranston in Breaking Bad, but he's already a bad guy.
All right, listen, if I don't come out, no, I'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's going to be fine. I'm messing with you, kid. I just sit tight. You know, maybe look for your sense of humor. It's got to be here somewhere.
We've decided to shut down the plant. We're going to move all operations to Robbinsville.
What are you talking about?
A lot less heat in Robbinsville.
Yeah, there's a lot less business, too.
Robbinsville?
A little on the nose.
I mean, this is my operation. You can't just shut it down.
Bloodhaven, perhaps?
Yeah, Bloodhaven would have been a good fit.
You're handing the Maronis or someone worse the keys to the kingdom.
The
Don't you
last
get
thing
that,
we need is a
Johnny?
goddamn gang war.
That means a gang war's coming.
You're free to leave.
Wow, what a short-ass meeting. I'd be so annoyed. It's like an LA audition.
That's it. Thanks for coming.
What if I could fix it? You know, I mean, at the end of the day, this is all about money, right? Maybe you don't like me. It's fine. I'm an acquired taste. And I got wind of a shipment coming in. In fact, it's got the potential to revolutionize the drug business.
What kind of shipment?
I can't reveal the details yet.
Who's in the back?
And all you guys got to do is sit back and reap the rewards. Was that a yes or?
Sophia, please, join us.
Sophia?
You remember Carmine's daughter?
Yeah, Sophia. I thought you was still at,
Arkham? I
I've been rehabilitated.
The ascot covering whatever she did.
Have you heard from Alberto? He went out last night. He refused his bodyguards and he never came home.
Sophia, that's enough.
I better get out of your hair so we can talk about this again.
Shut it down. You have 48 hours.
Okay.
I'll get it done. You know, whatever helps the family. And it's good to see you.
Who's that actress?
She's the mother from How I Met Your Mother in the final season.
Yes.
You never gave me an answer. Have you seen Alberto?
No, I'm sure he's fine.
This is yours?
Yeah.
Purple. Very subtle.
Well, technically it's plum.
Oh, damn. What's the history with these two?
Yeah, very interested in that.
We're long overdue for a catch-up, you and me. Let's get a bite to eat.
Right now?
Right now.
Oh, what presence, man. She's great.
Wow, this is all been in the... He hasn't slept.
No. Like how she eats like you'd expect him to.
My father used to bring me and Alberto here when we were kids. He paid us to keep our elbows off the table.
But she also eats like someone who's been in Arkham.
Yeah. And I wonder if that's going to be attractive to him.
Well, who's stopping you now, huh? There you go.
Yeah, it is.
What did Gazette call me? The hangman? Well, the guards insisted that I read every article, that I see all the stories. Only I've been a dutiful daughter.
They're terrible guards.
Because despite what you might think, I don't blame you. You know, if you hadn't gone to my father...
Oh, I see.
Alberto told me he was going to your club last night to get to my father's loft. It was all part of this plan. It was our shared secret. But then today, I hear you talking about revolutionizing the drug business.
Ooh, that's exactly what he said.
How do you know about his plan? And why on earth would you pitch it as your own? You know, it's so brazen that you either have to be blindingly stupid or wildly confident that he isn't coming back to reclaim it. So I'm going to ask you again. Do you know where my brother is?
Listen, Sophia.
I was questioning whether or not those were his words.
Al never told me he was back, or that you ran on this thing with us. Well, he's keeping us both in the dark, and I don't know why. But you're right. Alberto trusted me, and my stupid mouth, I screwed up.
Playing small.
If he was at my club, I wouldn't know. I was actually drowning my sorrows with my lady friend last night, Eve.
Alibi.
Just dropping that.
Watch it. Everything. Everything unfold.
But if it make you feel better, let's you and me go there right now. Come on, we'll scour the joint. I doubt anything will turn up, but it's worth a shot. Whatever puts your mind at ease.
He's so good at manipulating everyone.
No, Oz, you're right. I'm probably just being crazy.
She knows.
She doesn't trust him, but he's like so tactical because you just seem that glimmer of doubt.
You know, Oz, people underestimate you, but not me. I've always known you were capable of more.
Everything he's always wanted to hear said as a threat is so good.
And that's why she's on to him.
I like that this is a fighting show with dialogue. Every scene is about powering over each other, but it's just dialogue. Riddler wannabe is still lurking. I bet if you scan that code, something comes up.
You think
too.
so?
If we like pause scan, yeah. See Gotham's true face.
It's not the radio. It is an actual CD.
He owns Dolly Parton.
So we're going to his actual home life.
Yeah, it looks like his more subtle, like not purple plum car life.
I ain't never taken anyone here before. You say a word to anybody?
Yeah, you got me like a fish.
Yeah, till you bleed out and die. Mind your friggin' manners, too.
This is mom?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's family.
What are you doing here?
Came to see you, princess.
You look handsome.
Oh. Thank you.
He's straight though.
Close your eyes.
Or sister?
Yeah, maybe sister, because then it'd be like nephews and nieces.
What? What did you do?
Okay, now look.
So nobody must know who she is to him.
Oswald, it's too much. No.
Perfect. Suits you, man.
Oh.
Why is this in the tub? Your pills are ruined.
No, I take him every morning with breakfast.
The tub is full.
The boys were playing in the bath. They didn't want to get out. What?
Nothing. How about this? Take your meds right now, just to be sure.
Oh, this is where his heart lies.
Pills are by the... Oswald! Someone's here.
I never introduced him.
Oh, that's so good.
Shit.
What?
Ma, sorry, this is Vic.
Get out.
He's gonna help take care of you, just in case I need to handle some things while we're gone.
Real detail.
What is he, nice?
Yeah, kinda.
No, not.
He's got nice, like, qualities. There you go. Okay?
Will you tell me first what I did to lose your respect?
Oh.
What are you talking
You
about?
come in here, you trying to buy me off with a necklace? Some bullshit about an urgent special occasion.
Ma.
Did I raise my sons to lie to me? What did you do?
I shot Alberto Falcone.
Wow. It tells her the whole truth.
Right there.
Why'd you shoot him?
Laughed at me. It was impulsive. It was stupid. Is that what you want to hear? I can't risk you. I'm all you got. If something happened to me...
Stop talking. Do you hear the words coming out of your mouth? How weak they sound? Like a little boy?
Oh my God, I love her.
That's why he is what he is.
Weak little boy?
She's like my wife. Huh?
You're my big, strong bull of a boy. You never forget that.
Oh my God, there's something semi-erotic about it.
It's a weird relationship.
Yeah.
What you did wasn't impulsive. It was instinctual.
She's so proud.
You shot that junkie pissant because you wanted to. Oh, you're so close now.
Oh, so creepily supportive.
This city isn't meant to be yours, sweetheart. What are you going to do to get it?
Every scene is such masterclass of scene work. Like, each of these is such a good little play.
I thought for a second, like, okay, this is beginning to be a little too Sopranos-y with the mom, and then they flipped that dynamic. Yeah. I was like, never mind. They completely...
His whole origin was the mom.
Who's me? That's the thing. She's just a scapegoat.
Put the blame on me. Put the blame.
Who's his Maeve?
Is he concocting a plan?
Listen, Vic, the tenement where you live, I know it's gone. Nothing on 6 was left standing. I don't know if you have family or people in there.
I mean, he might. He's a kid.
Well, this is one of those moments, you know, where you gotta ask yourself, what kind of life do I want? You wanna spend your days thinking small, stealing rims, barely getting by?
I feel like this kid's gonna die this season.
I'm real worried for him.
I could have killed you, but I didn't, because you need a guy like me, Vic.
Can you imagine all this dialogue that Colin Farrell had to remember per episode? Oh my God.
Just him talking for an hour. And it's such tight, important dialogue.
Can I count on you to pull through?
I can do it.
I know you can. What do you think? I hire any schmuck off the street? No. All right, go ahead. Get out of here. Keep your phone on.
Oh, it's so good. Unless the car blows up right now. Okay.
No. Oh, who's paying a visit to?
Blackgate Penitentiary. Who's it gonna be?
Sal.
Clancy Brown.
Oh, that's Sal.
He's alive.
They're gonna shut down the biggest drops operation they got. I'm talking millions of dollars worth to move to some bum part of Gotham, which means a huge chunk of the business will be ripe for the taking. I can give you everything you need.
I feel like you wouldn't be trustworthy, though, by doing this.
If you're one to betray those guys.
You make it sound so simple, but it's my guys doing all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, revenge don't come easy. Don't you miss it. Respect.
He's trying to get the gang war rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Cancel each other out, protect himself.
Take his claim.
What is it you're really after, Oz?
What do you mean?
I know who you are. I know what you are.
What you are.
I don't work with people whose loyalty is for sale.
Exactly.
What you said.
I'll come back in a couple of days.
I never want to see your smug face again.
We'll see if we can work something out. It's good seeing you look good. Think on it, Sal. You almost forgot.
Give him the ring.
Yep.
Ain't this yours?
Where did you get this?
Carmine, Ward has his own.
But how is it that you have it?
Maybe I'm more than what you think.
That's amazing. I thought it was just going to be for pride. That's such a better use.
It's Victor. Leave a message.
Uh-oh. What happened to Victor?
Nobody's home.
I just got that Easter egg. Burgess jewelry. Burgess Meredith played Penguin in the 1960s show.
Great call.
Yeah.
I saw it earlier and I was like, I don't have a Burgess artist or writer.
Yeah.
Good pull. All right, sisters after him.
What up, Victor? Shit.
Looks like they got to Victor.
He's gonna hide in the people, grab an umbrella.
Go, let's go.
Smart man. As far as no one's watching.
Yeah, they didn't leave a single. I had 3 soldiers.
I mean, there's like so many people here.
Oh yeah, just civilians.
There you go. Air freshener. Oh my gosh, just gonna shoot him with all these people. Oh my god. Gotham City Public School.
Kids on it, just a school bus.
Oh shit.
Oh.
The guards at Arkham stripped us bare every morning.
I was gonna be completely naked.
But after a while, I just started to think, well,
Let's see Penguin.
Colin Farrell.
there's nothing left anyway. My brother visited me every week.
Oof.
And every week he said that there was something left, and that he was gonna help me fight to keep it.
So much has happened in one episode.
Yeah.
The downside of driving a plum car is that it's very hard to forget.
Someone saw.
When you shoot at a bunch of kids in the street. And this one says it all happened
Oh shit.
The night Alberto went missing.
Damn, everything's tying
in one episode.
Can't take some teenager's word over mine.
So you're saying that he's the liar?
Oh, he's gonna kill the kid. Just kill the kid.
Oh.
You are so good at talking your way out of things, even at the cost of someone else's life.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What is she gonna do?
Oh!
It's just you and me now. Okay? So I want you to think, am I crazy?
What's Vic doing right now?
Is it all in my head?
Ow! Oh God! Ew!
Tell me that I'm too emotional and that I shouldn't take things so personal.
Man, all of everyone's insecurities being their origin story is crazy.
But first, tell me he's alive.
Vic, she looks like a Tim Sale drawing. It's incredible.
Oh, they put his body in the driver's seat?
Maybe.
Yeah. To make it look like he crashed.
Maybe, and then Vic proves himself for real, for real.
Yeah.
Wow, that dude is a criminal. Oh,
never
maybe
mind.
not. Or is it just a hand-delivered body?
Oh, it's to make. I think it's to make it seem like someone else, or Maroni's killed him.
Maybe while there's an alibi because he's with her.
You say the Maroni's killed him, and it also shows Penguin. It really looks like Penguin didn't do this then.
Yeah, because they were physically together.
And the pinky's cut off. Yeah.
And Maroni's got the
payback.
Yeah, Maroni's got the ring. His finger's gone.
Oh my God, he's orchestrating an entire gang war. Clever, man.
The slush puppy suicide celebration at Buddy's.
Did you mix it?
You got to mix it.
Didn't we agree the head alone would be the most poetic and the pinky the cherry on top? But instead, the whole body's in there.
Thought that I could, but when I got to it, and I'm thinking, do I start at the front and then I'm imagining the spine and then.
All right. You know what? It's fine. Room to grow. I'm gonna run this goddamn city, and I want you in on it.
Really?
You ain't it, for the most part. It's better, right? When you mix the flavors?
Yeah, it's good.
No, it's not just good, it's better.
The dialogue sounds so natural for him.
To hold that gravel, like Colin Farrell doesn't have that voice. He's got like this whimsical Irish voice. He's so good as Penguin. Oh, the return of Dolly.
No one's concerned about Batman, though.
I don't want him in the show.
Zobel.
I want him in like an episode, maybe as an appearance, but this is perfect without him. Man, Lauren LaFranc, what writing that is. The 9 to 5 bit is so funny because that's just a day at the office because he hasn't slept. Like the Dolly Parton button is so good at the end and sprinkled throughout. Produced by Colin Farrell.
He did
too,
sleep when he got knocked unconscious.
which is nice.
Yeah.
Get some rest. Got to recover. Well, just in case there's no post-credit scene, I think, and I'm going to say this at the top because I've only seen 1 hour so far, I can't think of another thing comic book based I've enjoyed as much as this, and that includes Deadpool and Wolverine. I think Deadpool and Wolverine's like a close, like this is, my expectations were 6 months long, like this is living up to it. It's a show of dialogue, and it's enhancing Gotham, it's building the Batman mythos, it's doing what Gen V did for The Boys, but I think a little better, like no disrespect to either, but it's really making something breathe that's a setting, and every single character's insecurity is their origin story, and I always love that Batman's psychology is what drives him. Usually don't get that much depth with the villains to be their own psychology. It's usually the mirror to Batman. Like the Two-Face is if Batman had gone like this way, and like Penguin is his. So to have the characters here represent themselves as opposed to being a mirror to Batman is so fascinating to me.
Music by Mick Giacchino.
Not Michael. It's his street name. It's when he's working for the Maronis.
Wow. Corey, are you sure that isn't recency bias?
It could be, but I just saw Deadpool for the 4th time recently.
Loki, Daredevil.
Loki was last year, right?
Yeah. You mean this year? I thought you were saying all
this year.
time.
Oh, no.
I thought you were saying all time.
I'm saying this year. Sorry.
I don't think you said the words this year.
I should have. I said it up here.
Well, not saying out loud was like, I don't know if I can take everything Coy's saying.
The rest of the words were
Yeah,
true.
I was
That was
like-
supposed to be a this year in there. Deadpool Wolverine was my example because that's this year. I don't think of all time. I listed The Boys, which is this year. You're right. No. I mean, like, of my anticipated comic book adaptations this year, this is
You might have said this year, and maybe I didn't hear
And you were
it.
just like, that's a hyperbole.
Because there was no subtitles.
Yeah, that's true. You got to stop watching things with subtitles, Greg. It's bad
I need to watch things with subtitles because of this very reason.
No, but it's making it worse.
Like, I don't know now. It could be very
Well,
wrong.
check the tape. It's on record.
There's this does feel like very Sopranos.
logo.
Did you see? Oh yeah, the DC Studios logo. Did you see Sopranos?
No.
Okay, I've seen all of Sopranos.
Okay.
And
I feel like a bad TV viewer, but I have not seen Sopranos.
yeah, like, well, in Sopranos, he's really a mob boss. He's on top, and then you're like really psychologically, like the whole purpose of it is to psychoanalyze the guy, but he's not an underdog in the way how Penguin is. And there's writing elements of this that actually remind me of the way Vince Gilligan does Breaking Bad, where you kind of just cut to a scene and you don't exactly know what you're watching, and then you just wait for the context to unfold itself, and then you're like, oh, okay. So I think we're both a little quieter than usual because we have to like really pay attention to understand what's going on.
It's not spoon feeding us, which I really like.
Exactly.
The show isn't like, it's not made for the young audience that a lot of adaptations are made for.
Yeah. At the same time, I can see how there could be. So we were fortunate enough to watch this with a screener, and I can imagine there'll be audiences who probably aren't on board for this, just due to the fact that it really is its own thing. Like it doesn't really feel like you're watching the Batman show, you know, or the Gotham show, even to a certain extent. Like there's no real acknowledgement of like Batman kind of existing in this world outside of the news report at the very beginning. But that being said, it did grow on me as I was watching it, because at first I was like, okay, what exactly are we doing here? What show are we watching? Then by the time it got more clever as it kept going. That's what I feel like happened. Because there's a good amount of setup in the first half, but then as it kept going, then you're like, oh, this is tying in, this
payoff,
and it's a big tie around, and the whole pilot. Like if this was just a pilot that they shot to see if they could get picked up for a series, I think it's really clever, because you do see Penguin's like crazy machinations that unfold.
Yeah.
To then eventually tying out with him on top, even though he's like right down to the wire there. And I love I don't know if it's like that in the comics, but I love the ingenuity of the mom specifically, because normally in these backstories, like the mom's judgmental, or the mom, like the reason why they are the way they are is because their mom fucking hated them.
And then we saw the switch. Like we literally are assuming our assumptions go, nope.
Yeah, yeah. And that's even in The Sopranos, that's a big part of the relationship is Tony and his mom. And with this, they completely did a switcheroo on us.
Yeah, it's not a mama's boy trying to appease. It's a mama's boy going, I'm worthy of your love, and I'm worthy of being the boss. Like it's not trying to override the mom's insecurities. And I love that everyone else's insecurity is what drives them, but it's his mom's strength of him being a boss that drives him. Like it is a fascinating psychology that is leveraging all these villains that I really think is interesting, because it's all mommy and daddy issues, like the Falcones, and like now we've met Sal Maroni, and all the crime elements I think you don't need Batman for, and I think that's what puts this above some of the other properties I mentioned. And
I'm
I
not
know,
saying we need it. I'm saying there's a crowd that might be
and that's okay, and I think that's really important for what the DCU is going to be, because if you want just the fantastical villains and you want the stuff that's like Batman whimsy and fun, then you're going to have that with the Brave and the Bold. You're going to have that Damian Wayne Batman that is going to mesh with Superman. I love that this feels like if Superman landed there, it would not work at all. I do not want a single element of Matt Reeves' Batman to feel like there should be a Man of Steel. I don't like that all the time. I think that some comic runs should stay separate. Some comics should be over here. This, as an Elseworld, allows it to be dark and gritty without ever the asterisks of like, oh, the Justice League. That would be preposterous for a story about a man as a penguin.
Well, there's with all the drug dealings and everything happening, they never really seem concerned about law enforcement catching on to them, or Batman catching on to them, or something like that. Maybe they're not at that point yet with all of it. But yeah, I think the acting is phenomenal, and I feel like
the writing is phenomenal. I mean, obviously Colin Farrell's a powerhouse.
He just sounds so. It's really hard to take a larger than life character like that and make him sound very natural.
And the limp being the waddle is so genius. I feel like they've added that. They've strengthened that from the movie. The movie, he had a bit of it, but like it's stronger here. Like they've made him more of the penguin here.
Yeah.
And I really love that they're using elements of like in some continuity. He's got the mangled hands. They've got the foot that causes the waddle that makes that penguin element. I like that it is acknowledging some comic things, but not too on the nose. I think Robbinsville might be a place in Gotham, but I think it might have been like in the 60s when that was more cheeky. So someone might be like, oh, it's from the comics, but like it did feel out of place here.
Yeah.
But I really like that it doesn't rely on anything but itself for its smarts.
Yeah.
It doesn't rely on the Batman movie, but it does allow for that to be enhanced. It doesn't rely on your love of comics. It is its own witty, intelligent thing. But especially with recent Penguin stuff, like there's this great run called, what is it? Like One Bad Day, which is an anthology series. It's actually what I almost got you for your birthday. Instead, I got you the one that you talked about losing. But this comic book series called One Bad Day, where it's an anthology of each of Batman's rogues, and it's what their best day would be to push Batman over the edge and them to triumph. So it's Ra's al Ghul in an Elseworld. It's Joker as an Elseworld. Like it's all these one-offs. And the Penguin one really reestablishes him as this incredible tactician that uses leverage of people doubting him. And then recently, Tom King's run of the Penguin, which ends 2 weeks ago, which just ended 2 weeks ago, is a 12-issue miniseries. That's literally how Penguin manipulated Batman into him getting Gotham his way.
Cool.
And so I think this show is doing that without needing Batman or needing the Matt Reeves reliant movie.
I think the one element that, and maybe because I was so much in my head about observing and making sure I'm catching everything, with the show, I need, and this is usually my one little complaint that I might have about stuff, is I haven't really emotionally connected with it yet.
Even with him?
I'm like there in an appreciation side. I really liked it a lot, but I feel like I'm not as.
I was validly with him. I was like, yeah, you get yours.
Okay,
like I was like, personally, underdog stories are my jam, and I personally, I think that everyone commits their own version of crime to get through things, and so to see this, I was very inspired.
No, that's great. That's great to hear. No, for me, I feel I prefaced it with that. Like I feel like I was a little in my head.
I think everyone does. Like, and when I say crimes, I just mean like your own moral right and wrong. I think it's really interesting to see. I can see where he thinks he's right in all ways, and I think that everyone has that in their own life. And I think you have to identify with what he sees as right and wrong, even from the aesthetic of like, I know he's committing crime and doing like drug dealing and all that's awful, but I can see where he's coming from.
Yeah.
And I got there to where I was like, okay, here's our guy.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's good to hear.
I love this show. And man, did the stakes get higher every week. I sent Greg a thing. He's like, one more week, Greg. Yeah, this is everything I hoped it would be. The writing is even better than I expected. I didn't think the pilot itself would be this strong because a lot of shows nowadays, especially with modern TV, I don't know how many shows people have been like, just give it to episode 7. It really gets you. Like, no, the show,
right? Every show is
just
like
give
that.
it 4 seasons, and then you'll really fall in love. This as a pilot felt like what it used to be, where you get a pilot, like you said, this is make or break. Do we make more? This felt like if this was a pilot, it wasn't called Penguin. It didn't star the Penguin of the Batman. If this was a Colin Farrell crime show, I would be just as enthralled.
I think that every scene, for the most part, had a solid beginning, middle, and end. Like every scene was a little story.
I kept saying it was like a play.
Yeah.
Because I remember being in acting class and wanting to find scenes to pull, and I'd always feel like it was either too long a monologue, it was half-baked, you needed other scenes to be reliant, so you start to notice what scenes feel like scenes, and like with your writing, you can feel a scene structure.
Yeah.
And this show, I kept being like, that's a one-act play. God damn, that's good.
Yeah, it was really smart. Yeah, every scene would always have like a change by the end.
Yeah.
However scene started, it would have a complete arc.
And
Every
everyone's
single one of the
motivation
scenes,
would be, and that thing when writing where the opening scene tells you the whole story, the scene between the two of them that was all about like him power playing and his insecurities, that was the whole show.
There was never a scene that felt like, and then this happens. It was always like, therefore this happens. Or like, but then this happens
as a consequence
exactly. Like everything really was every scene following was a reaction to the previous one.
Yeah, and there was no like causality that felt like it was out of place. There was nothing like, well, that's convenient. It was like, oh, correlation.
Yeah, it was never just, and then this happens, and this happens, and then this happens.
Yeah,
because like so much happened, but the way every scene responded to its prior one was really well constructed.
And I love how everyone's tension is so palpable. Like our villain is so like, when they were at dinner, I was like, are they have a history romantically? Do they? Just because of the palpable tension, and then her leveraging, her knowing it's him, but that seed of doubt, and then checking on the house and everything else is so incredible.
This interesting thread of softness to women, of how it's in this show.
What do you mean? His softness towards women. I was like, the women in the show are hardcore.
No, but
what
did
you just watch?
With his mom, and then to have the villain be Sofia, and then even the person he gets the alibi from.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, his softness towards women. But all the women are really tenacious in what they want, which I like. They all have their own not thin reason for choices, and they're really writing everyone as if they've got a history of like more than the 5 minutes for the show.
Sure.
Everyone feels very lived in.
Yeah, I would agree with that. All right. Good.
Man, what a show.
Good show.
Let us know in the comments below. Are you on the side of, oh my God, this is groundbreaking? Are you on the side of, I wish there was more Batman? Are you on the side of, I'm going to go read some comics? Check out One Bad Day.
Just say he's there.
Just more Bat. Just more scrolling.
Just be like, but what about the Bat? Oh, dear.
Can Penguin just have Bat Tourette's where he just says Batman in fear? But let us know in the comments below. Did you enjoy it as much as we did? I'm curious how people have reacted by the time we get to it. And yeah, please like, share, all that jazz. Much appreciated. We'll see you for the next one.
Chris Wamoff, my man. If there's anyone who I can see being a ruler of the streets of Gotham in the mob world,
that would be a good twist.
I feel like it'd be you, Chris. You know why? Because you know people. You understand the way the world functions. You've had to do all these things with working with the good and understanding how infrastructure works and all these things. You would actually be the perfect person to know how to get drug mules going. You would know how to have all these like hidden operations. You're probably friends with police already in real life.
And you would have the public like just adoring you because of all the good, like you would use your crime money.
Like philanthropy.
Yeah, you would have that El Chapo vibe where you're doing hella crime, but you're also like feeding the village. Like that's you, man.
Yeah, and let's face
the most benevolent Robin Hood ass Al Capone.
You got a very attractive fiance right now. And after a while, they'll leave you. The attractive ones do.
They always
if you're not filthy, filthy rich.
That's right.
I hope everyone's listening to this because this is 100%
just
true.
about you, Chris. This is universal. All right?
And I know you. You're a hard worker and you'll get it done. So if that means you have to turn to a life of crime,
that's just what you got to do.
Because you care about these streets.
Yeah.
Because you care about all the poor people on these streets.
Speak the language of the streets, Chris.
God, Chris, you would do that to ensure that you get to keep your hot wife. You get to ensure that you get to keep her hot too.
That hot
with
wife
all the Botox you can then afford, all the plastic surgery you can afford.
You can both be hot forever.
You can be hot forever.
And the hotter you get, the more people are going to like you.
That's
charisma,
how hotness works.
That's the true key to
People
everything.
Forgive you more.
Your crime empire runs on charisma.
They'll forgive you more, but they'll probably be meaner to her.
That's true.
Because, hot women get a lot of crap.
Yeah, and so do not hot women. It's just not good to
feel like hot women get more crap.
That's true. Because what do they know?
Yeah, they're hot.
Yeah, I've never had to do anything ever because they're hot.
And Chris, I could see you totally adopting this kind of personality.
That's right, because you're hot.
As much as you do good, I know it's because you're trying to fight the darkness within you.
Yeah, you're trying to fill that void. You're trying to balance your ledger so you can make it into heaven.
I see right through you. You're an evil son of a bitch.
Yeah, you're as cold as they come. Yeah. Cold cut wham off.
Anyway, now that we've had this shout out, I'm hoping next live stream it's not 250 or 500. I hope it's 1,000.
Ooh, Chris comes in.
You've been able to get that drug money.
Yeah. Chris comes in, caps somebody, and then drops $1,000. Like, let it be known, Chris Wamoff protects these streets.
Shouts out to you, Chris.
Yeah.
This is called satire, YouTube.
We are not encouraging actual crime.